And then I believe it is 5 of the defendants who are based solely in Puerto Rico. They live in Puerto Rico, and the rest are in the Central Florida area.
They putting these all in like one particular stash house or a few different stash houses where they would have big shipments come pick them up and bring them up the East Coast, or how does that all work?
As I said, they received shipments of cocaine to probably just shy of 300 for different addresses. You know, at that point, then they would either repackage that or cut those drugs for distribution here in Central Florida, or they would then send it, break it down still in bulk sizes to send it to different parts of Florida up the eastern seaboard. So there was multiple locations over the course of years that they used to do different parts of that operation.
Can you talk about why it's so easy for people to get drugs into Puerto Rico and then here into the United States? And do you think the federal government needs to do more to protect drugs from going into Puerto Rico in the first place?
You know, I'm a local law enforcement officer. We do what we do here to do this. I can tell you our federal partners, you know, in this case with DEA and the U.S. Postal Service, not only in this case, but multiple cases, work extremely well with us here in Central Florida. We have a great working relationship with DEA, postal inspectors, HSI, the U.S. Attorney's Office to try to leverage who has the best resources for that. We do know drugs through a variety of means, whether they're ships or containers or parcels, come from Puerto Rico. That is a source, and so we work very closely with our federal partners since they have that jurisdiction, and our partners in Puerto Rico to try to stop the drugs before they come or to make cases against those defendants.
I understood that a lot of the source of supply was from nearby countries down in that area and then also the border.
In general, it's known that the drugs come from South America through the Dominican Republic into Puerto Rico and then to the continental United States.
You mentioned crack cocaine in the late 80s, early 90s. It seemed like we were covering that particular issue constantly. We haven't heard a lot about cocaine. We hear a lot about heroin, a lot about fentanyl. Is this an indication that cocaine's making a comeback, or really has our attention just been drawn elsewhere and the cocaine has been, you know, persistent?
We don't have crack cocaine like we had back in the 80s and 90s. We now have more powdered cocaine. We have observed over the last few years that although we have focused on the overdose being caused by fentanyl and heroin, the actual deaths being caused by cocaine have not dropped. They've still remained steady, so there's been a steady supply of cocaine coming to Central Florida. MBI has observed really over the last 4 years significant increases the amount of cocaine that we are able to seize, which we believe indicates the amount that's coming into Central Florida. So really starting probably about 2019, we began to see an uptick in bulk cocaine shipments coming to Central Florida.
You mentioned that some of it was mixed with horse tranquilizer to increase the volume of the drugs. Is that a trend you're now seeing?
They always mix it with something. They obviously are not going to sell bulk cocaine to individuals, and so they're going to cut that with something. Horse tranquilizer is not unique to this group. They mix it with all kind of different things. One of the things we're seeing now, of course, is they're mixing almost all drugs are mixed with fentanyl, because fentanyl becomes more addictive, and of course it is so potent that is why it's driving so many overdose deaths. Some people don't think they're buying fentanyl. They may think they're buying cocaine. We have times laboratories have told us they have found fentanyl in marijuana. People think they're smoking marijuana and there's fentanyl in there, and then the person dies because it takes such a little bit to kill somebody.
Everybody good? All right. Thank you, Director. Thank you, Sheriff Chief, everyone.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, Sheriff.
Because it's too many. It's too late. Well, I'm just saying that we need to focus on the two leaders of the past. I'll get it.